Good morning, friends, and welcome to the pre-market update. Friends, what we saw on Friday was a good rally which was led due to the results which came out by Infosys, which are much better than the expectations. Not much better, but it was better. Although the overall guidance which the management has given has not been that optimistic, but yes, we saw a good rally led by the IT stocks on Friday, but the overall momentum is still lacking in the markets, and yes, there are a lot of results which are lined up even today and in the coming weeks. So all eyes would be how the companies come out with the results, and which would actually pave the way for the markets going ahead. As far as the global markets are concerned, currently the Asia is trading in a mixed bag, and the US markets, which closed on Friday, was also closed almost on a flattish note. Also in the US, the markets are looking as to how the earnings would be coming out by the companies which will be declaring results for the last quarter. So overall, it's more of the results seasons which would actually pave the way for the markets going ahead. As far as the derivative data is concerned, we'll look at the data as to how the markets would span out going ahead.
Good morning, friends. Let's have a view on derivatives. On Friday, markets continued to trade in a positive terrain by rallying more than 1% and also broken the psychological mark of 6,000. In this period, we have seen short positions were built up by market participants as around 11.65 lakh shares were added in open interest, and Nifty futures premium turned into a discount of 1.75 points from the premium of 6.25 points. And put call ratio also increased from 1.22 to 1.32. It is indicating put option has added more number of shares than call option. Put option has added around 54 lakh shares in open interest, whereas call option has added around 5 lakh shares in open interest. It is clearly visible from the strikes of 6,000 to 6,000, then 5,900, followed by 5,800. Put option has seen a good activity, and on higher side 6,100 to 6,200 call option has seen a good activity. As we are trading above our weekly VWAP of 5,900, so our overall bias for the market is positive. Our higher range would be 6,100. And from intraday perspective, one can go long on REC Limited with a stop loss of 200.80 paisa. Thank you.
From the MID ideas and updates for today, first and foremost, the results which are likely to come out today. First, CMC, the expected PAT is 67 crores. Exide Industries, the expected PAT is 146 crores, and Oberoi Realty, the expected PAT is 113 crores. The other data, the India's headline inflation is scheduled to come out today. The expectations is 4.9% versus 4.7% for the month of June. Friends, IIP data and the CPI data were announced on Friday evening, and they were not at all good because the May IIP contracted by 1.6%, and the growth in the industrial IIP for the month of May fell to minus 1.6% versus 1.9% for the previous month. And as far as the CPI is concerned, also showed that the June CPI food inflation was 11.84%, and the CPI was at 9.87% versus 9.31%. So the food inflation is still at a higher level. So overall, this indicates that it would be very difficult for the RBI in the next monetary policy to cut the interest rates. On the news update, Shashun Pharma, Sequent, in animal health products, joint venture Sequent Scientific will hold 73% in the joint venture, while Shashun will own the remaining 27%, and both will contribute by way of a transfer of identified assets, the contracts and the licenses. On the other news, not a positive news for Reliance Industries, where the Director of Hydrocarbons has refused to approve Reliance a $3.5 billion plan for the NEC 25. The Directorate General of Hydrocarbons refused to approve Reliance Industries $3.5 billion plan for developing gas discovery in block NEC 25 of the Odisha coast, as the company has not done the prescribed tests to confirm the finds. On the news update, again, the Madras Cement is setting up a limestone plant where will help it upgrade the cement raw material resources and extend the life of the limestone mines. And on the other news, the Glenmark Pharmaceutical applications for generic version of epilepsy treatment drug Vimpart in America has been challenged by UCB and the other companies in the US court. So not a positive news for Glenmark Pharmaceuticals. On the other news, we might see a good momentum in Polaris stock today because there's a news that Tech Mahindra, the India's fifth largest IT service company, is likely to acquire the IT services business of Chennai-based Polaris Financial Technologies. And also there were the advanced stage of discussions were happening also with its with Larsen Toubro L&T Infotech, which has opted out of the race. So possibly we could see Tech Mahindra acquiring the IT services business of Polaris. On the other news, Pipavav Defence and Offshore Engineering Company, a shipbuilding company, has said that the Ministry of Defence has lifted the hold on the Mazgon Dock Pipavav Defence joint venture to build warships for the Indian Navy. As far as the ideas are concerned for today, first and foremost, we have BPCL where we recommend to go long on the basis of the news that the petrol prices were hiked by 1.55 per litre. So action to be taken is long BPCL, the stop loss of 338 for a target of 351 to 356. The previous closing was 343. Unitech, the company has been looking various options to reduce the debt. So the Unitech Corporate Parks, the Unitech Group firm listed in London, is planning to sell its IT special economic zone in Gurgaon, compromising about 3.5 million square feet of office space for about 2,800 crores. So action to be taken is long Unitech with a stop loss of 19.7 for target of 21.5 to 22.5. Not a good news for Tata Steel, where Tata Steel Europe, the Britain's largest steel producer, reported a loss of 1.2 billion pounds for the year ended March 31st as a part of its latest results which are filed at the company's house in the UK. So according to the company's filing, revenues fell by about 14%. So action to be taken is a short Tisco, the stop loss of 268 for target of 255 to 250. The previous closing was 263. That's it, friends, from the MID. Thanks and have a nice trading day.